Hello, I'm Cody Whipple with the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission. In today's video, I'm going to introduce you to a fun and easy activity known as fish prints. So what is a fish print? Well, we just did this one on this t-shirt here, and in the following videos, I'm going to show you the steps and the materials that we use to actually create this fish print so you can wear it around. So this is a really fun and easy activity that you can do with your family, you can do it with your friends, you can do it with your kids, or you can do it with your students. So fish prints actually date back to hundreds of years ago to Japan, where they would actually make these fish prints to record their catches and to learn a little bit about the external anatomy of fish. So they would use something called sumi ink, and that's a non-toxic ink, so that way when they use that, they would still be able to consume that fish after they'd make these fish prints. So stick with us as we go through the actual process of how to do these fish prints. Now I'm going to go over some of the things that you need to actually do these fish print t-shirts that I'm going to show you how to make today. One of those things is your directions. So you'll actually be able to find these directions on Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission's website, fishandboat.com, under our Activities and Education portal. If you go to the PA Fishes section of that Activities and Education portal, you'll go to Activities, and that's where you'll find this document called Fish Prints. And it's going to give you a little bit of the history of fish prints, the materials that you're going to need, and then how to actually complete it. So, the very first thing that you're going to need after you have your instructions is a dead fish. So you can do this with an actual dead fish. If you are going to be keeping fish, make sure that that fish is in season, it's of legal size limit, and you can find, and you haven't kept over your creel limit for that fish as well. You can find all of that information in the current year summary guide from the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission. Today, we don't have dead fish. We actually just have some rubber fish, and you can get these off of Amazon in groups of different fishes or individual per fish. So here we have a bluegill, represent our spiny rayed fish. We also have a salmonid or a trout, and we'll tell that by our adipose fin for our soft rayed fish. So you can really do some different things. You can see why this activity is such a great educational tool. The next things that you're going to need are some paint and some brushes. So if you're going to be doing this on a t-shirt, you're going to want to make sure that you have a paint that's good for fabric, like a textile paint. If you're going to be doing it on paper, then you just need some regular acrylic paint. Centuries ago, when they used to do this, they actually utilized that sumi ink, and they utilized rice paper. So you can actually take this as far to do the actual ancient form of this art and utilize that, and you can get really, really artistic with this. Go in and add detail after and turn this into a really great way to record your catches. So if you caught a really big fish, maybe you still wanted to eat it. If you wanted to get a skin mount of that fish, you probably aren't going to be able to consume that fish. So this gives a nice way for you to preserve the memory of that fish and preserve the memory at the table when you go to eat it. You're also going to need t-shirts if you're doing this on a t-shirt. And with that, we'll get started and show you how to make this fish print. So let's go ahead and make our fish print. And you might notice that this can get a little bit messy, especially if you're working with small children. So it's a good idea to also have lots of paper towels, water, and soap readily available so you can clean yourself up because you are working with paint. So let's go ahead and make our fish print. So the first thing I'm going to do is, since we are using a t-shirt, we've got our textile paint here. I'm going to go ahead and get quite a bit of paint on my brush, and you will notice that if you don't use enough paint, that fish print might not come out as well as you want it to. So I'm just going to go ahead and start getting a good layer of paint on our fish. So we've picked a walleye here. This is going to represent our spiny rayed fish, and you'll notice that this is our dorsal fin right here. It's already up, out, and nice. If you're using a real fish, you're going to have to put something behind that as a backing and maybe glue or pin that fin open so you can get that effect. So maybe like a piece of styrofoam or something like that. Since we're using these rubber fish, that fin's already nice and open for us. So while you're painting this fish, this is a good idea to introduce some of the external anatomy of the fish you're doing. So the great thing about this paint and about these fish prints is that it gets all the little intricate details of this fish, and that's going to show up on your shirt as well. So you're getting a lot of paint on these scales, and it's a good time to talk about the scales of a fish. Talk about the different kinds of scales. What type of scales might this fish have? Talk about the dorsal fin. Talk about the operculum or gill plate. Talk about the mouth, how the mouth is oriented on the fish. Maybe talk about the fish's eye. Since this is a walleye, you can talk about, hey, what makes these walleyes special, especially with their eyes and how they can see in low light conditions or at night. talk about the caudal fin or the tail. We can talk about the anal fin. We can talk about the pelvic fins, the pectoral fin. Again, talk about these dorsal or the dorsal fin. So you get a really good layer of paint on your fish, and I'm just going to add a little bit more here. And talk about the color of the fish as well. Maybe talk about why the fish, and I'm just going to use green and do the whole fish in green because green is my favorite color. But maybe if you were going to use 2 colors or maybe 3 colors, talk about why the top of the fish is darker than the bottom of the fish and why that might be advantageous for that fish. So you continue to apply that paint. We're then going to take our t-shirt. Now within our t-shirt, we have a clean piece of paper right inside our t-shirt, and that's just to keep the color from bleeding through to the back when we do this. So we're going to take, and you're just going to gently place that t-shirt over your fish print. Now you're just going to press. It's very important that you don't actually just move and slide this all around, because you're just basically getting an impression or imprinting that fish onto the t-shirt. So you really want to make sure you can find all those fins that we were just talking about. So here I know I found the caudal fin or the tail fin. I'm up here, I'm around that dorsal fin, and I'm just pressing, making sure I get everything. Got our anal fin there, pressing down. And some of this paint's just coming off my fingers here. But once you do that, you're just gonna slowly peel this back. And there you've got your fish print. So you can do some extra things to make this a little bit more fun or even a little bit more educational. Say if we took the back of our paintbrush and maybe you want to, make some cool designs in that fish, just like that. So that way when you do it, you might come up with something like that just to make your t-shirt a little bit more unique and actually make it yours. If you want to make it a little bit more educational, you could get unique and use some of the different types of colors. So you could make this fish look like a bluegill. You could make this fish look like a pumpkin seed. Say if you added those blue lightning bolts down the face and a little red spot on the back of the ear flap. So that way it becomes a good educational tool to help your students learn about, okay, different species of fish and how can I identify them. You can make this salmonid here, you could make this a brown trout, you could make it a rainbow trout. It's a really good time to talk about the adipose fin and other types of fishes in Pennsylvania that might have an adipose fin as well, that maybe don't have scales, but you could still make a fish print out of those. So if you do decide to make your fish prints on a cotton t-shirt, it's a really good idea to set those colors prior to throwing this shirt in the washing machine, or else you risk getting that fish print all over your other clothing, and you don't want that. So in order to set the colors, you're going to want to grab your iron, set it to the cotton setting. Then turn that shirt inside out and place a piece of pressing cloth in between the back of that shirt and the fish print. You're then going to iron the back of that shirt for 35 to 40 seconds and your color should be set. It's also a really good idea to wash that t-shirt inside out so that way you can preserve your fish print t-shirt for even longer. Now I'm going to go get cleaned up. Happy painting and good luck fishing in Pennsylvania.